Well, I know that there are those of you out there who first thing in the morning spring from your beds, rush to the windows, fling open the curtains, and say, "Oh, good morning, Lord! Oh, thank you, sunshine, for shining bright in my eyes. I'm so thrilled it's morning. I'm so filled with natural motivation and inspiration. I can't wait to get up at the crack of dawn." I don't know what gene or chromosome that comes on, but somehow that missed me altogether. You see, my mornings are just a little bit different. They go something like this. About the third time, I have smacked the alarm clock, and it is saying to me in its special language, "You really need to get up now." I slide off the edge of my bed into a heap on the floor, where I am so thrilled. Beth Moore has actually said that it's a good thing to pray with your face on the carpet. Because if she had suggested that we have to do jumping jacks for Jesus first thing in the morning, I would personally struggle with that spiritual discipline. But after I've spent some time with my face on the carpet, I drag myself to the bathroom mirror, pull back my cavewoman hair, and stare in horror at the cork-like appearance of my face. I have rug marks all across my forehead. I have sheet wrinkles and a few other wrinkles. And so I get out my assortment of products. You know, a lot of products, right? And I put on the little serum stuff all over my face. And I put in the moisturizer and try to rub out all those cheek wrinkles. And then I try to get all the other stuff in there, and I put the stuff around my eyes so they're not bagged and they don't kind of squinch together with tiredness. And I slap on a whole bunch of foundation to fill in everything else that wasn't filled in with other stuff. And I've got my awake face on, right? Except I'm not feeling awake yet. Because there's something else I have got to have. I'm dragging myself to the kitchen in search of this thing that I've got to have. And in my heart, not out loud, thanks to the rest of my family, they're very happy about that, I'm singing a special song, but it's not to the morning and it's not to the Lord. It's sort of like, "Oh, coffee maker, to you I sing. Thank you for being so rich and foamy and filled with caffeine." Because I got to have my coffee in the morning. Now, I realize that not all of us that are from the "Good Lord, it's morning again" camp choose the same artificial beverage to get going in the morning. There are some of us who choose the monstrous energy beverage, filled with all sorts of chemicals to keep your doctor busy for decades. There are others of us who choose the diet carcinogen, filled with all kinds of artificial sweeteners that we know we're not supposed to drink, but hey, it's bubbly and refreshing, and again, filled with caffeine. But my favorite is the triple caffeinated venti extra latte with chocolate if I'm lucky for an extra crash in the afternoon to completely dehydrate my skin and body. But we know that these are not what our body needs, right? What does our body need the most? Water. Water. Boring, plain, tasteless water. That's what our body needs. Our bodies are made up of over 60% water, in fact. Without water, our skin dulls, our brains fuzz over, our organs fail, and life evaporates from our bodies. We desperately need water. But as badly as we do at hydrating our bodies, how well do you think we do at nourishing our spirits? Do we do any better? And what do we thirst for? What are those dry recesses in a woman's soul? Do you know that it's pretty much the same as it's always been? Among all of us, we pretty much as women thirst for three main things. One of the things that we thirst for the most, one of those empty places, is love. Women really thirst for love. They want belonging. They want acceptance. They want intimacy and companionship. They want to feel approved of and loved and adored. We are relational beings, aren't we? Another thing that we thirst for, another empty place in our souls, is worth. Despite centuries of advances in women's status and roles, we still desperately want to know that we have some kind of value. We still struggle with our esteem. We cry out to the air around us, do I matter? Am I significant? Does it even mean anything that I've been here? And yet we can't seem to find it. Another thing that we search for desperately is peace. We long for peace. And in case you didn't know, ladies, we are the worry gender. We worry about oversleeping, undersleeping, what to eat, what not to eat, what to wear, where to shop, what to cook for everyone else, whether or not we're going to have time to shop, whether or not we're going to be late, whether someone else is making us late, whether or not we should have yelled at the person who just made us late again. We worry about today's bills, tomorrow's finances, next year's finances, next decade's finances. We worry about aging and illness and other people's aging and illness. We worry about fixing ourselves, fixing our spouse, fixing our kids, fixing the clogged drain and the overflowing toilet and the neighbor's dog that won't stop barking. We worry about big things, little things, middle things, and everything. No wonder we struggle to get some